Hello, everyone. William, Eric, Victor, Christy, Wild Bill, Chuck, G. How's everyone doing? Deuce is wild. I call him Too Wild. 200 driver. Michael Reisha. Jermaine, Craft King. Good to see y'all guys. There's my buddy Bucky. You finally made it. How's that air fryer doing for you, bud? Need to fix me some air fried hot wings. How's the volume sound, guys? I haven't messed with it. I need to check that out, Bucky. Those air fryers. I've got some deep fat fryers here, like a Big Daddy. I hate changing the oil in it, clean oil in it. What's up, Mike Keller? Did you put those wheels on that V900, or did you just set the plane up on top of it? I seen that picture. Yeah, I might have to check into the air fryers. Clemens Media, known as my friend Bucky, we used to hang out together quite a bit on YouTube, and now he started an air frying show. So y'all sub to him if you want to. Bucky's my buddy. Mike Keller, did you mount those wheels on that V900? Put a tail wheel on it? Country's doing all this gaming on his program, on his channel anymore. Everybody's gone out of the Gooniacs, the Goonie Live. But he's not doing that no more. He's gaming, I believe. I can't get into games. That's good to know, Rasha. I'd have to have fried fish in it and chicken, potatoes, French fries. Mike, if you don't get a tail wheel on that plane, try to make you a stiff wire that comes back and goes underneath the rudder and make it pretty stiff where it got a little bounce to it, and add that into it. Be all you need. Just keep the rudder from dragging. What about it, Jeff Custom RC? Glad you dropped in, bud. George Watts, I got a song for you coming up tonight. It's a Man in a Box. You know who by. Guys, I've been working on my Super Cub. It's been since probably about 2 years since I've flown it. What about it, Hamilton Hangar? Glad to have you. If I got Nightbot program, it should throw the link in there for you, George. Who knows if I got it programmed right? We'll just have to see it as the night goes on. Mike Keller, I want to see this V900 take off from that road up front like a rocket. Yeah, Allison in Chains. I like that band. Back in the heydays. I like a lot of the music back in the 90s. He'll drop the link in sometime or another. Really ain't been long enough. Only been streaming 8 minutes. It'll probably drop in around 2 more minutes. Like STP, Stone Temple Pilots, Linkin Park. I love all their music. Music's part of my soul. Every time I play even just a clip in my live streams, I get a copyright claim. And the hours watched on my live streams, it goes against me because I can't monetize the hours watched on it. So I'll throw the links out for y'all to listen to. Yeah, music, part of my life, Hamilton. Yeah, it's a shame I can't play what I want to listen to in here in a live show or even a video. There's my latest video that I put up, my Hot Rod Super Cub LP. Y'all can watch it. Flew it for the first time Friday afternoon. I took it up. it needs trimming. Oh, it's got so much power, it's pathetic. It's on a little 1300 milliamp 3S and a 10x5 prop on it, 40 amp ESC with 2 amp BEC in it. You can go vertical with it. If you get yourself in trouble with it, you just throw the gas to it and get out of it. I've got something, cannot call it Sank Man as an alias. Oh well. Well, the fiery booties. I don't fly many jets. I fly more prop planes than anything. Hello, Jeff from Lower Alabama. Glad you dropped in, bro. There's a song link right there. I just dropped in chat. Fiery booty, Mike, that you put in that Scorpion when you took off from the road, they lit up. Nice shot of it taken up. Guniac, he makes good fiery booties. I call them fire butts. Jeff, it's been 90 plus degrees here yesterday and today. It's miserable outside. Miserable. Hell, Mickey. The older I get, the heat is worse on me. I can deal with cooler weather than this hot burning up stuff, humidity. It was 91 yesterday and you hit 90 today here. Oh, Brian Chambers, how you doing, bud? We usually go from one extreme to the other in the weather. Either it's nice and pleasant, or to go to screaming, raining for 2 weeks at a time, or it's super hot. We've had a lot of rain this spring. Yeah, I'm getting eat up with chiggers and ticks when I go out in the yard right now. I've got some granulated pellets I've got to throw out around my truck and the garden and my dog and stuff. They usually gets rid of all the insects. And pellets they get rained on gets absorbed into the ground. Then I usually don't have much problems with chiggers and ticks. Yeah, chiggers is bad. Can't stand them. Little red bug gets under your skin, itches like fire. Jeff, in Lower Alabama, you still got your super cub? I'd like to see it one day. Fire ants is bad, Deuce. They hurt. Need to find their heel and pour gasoline in it and set it afire. Brian Chambers, you don't have chairs where you live? We got them in the South. The little bitty tiny red little bug is barely visible, but you can see them. They'll get on your legs, your ankles. What they'll do, they'll bite you and get right up under your skin, irritate the far out of you. We got a water snakes, Deuce. Here, they've tried to eat fish off my stringer at night. Catfish I've caught and strung up on a stringer hanging off the bank. They're not water moccasins. We just call them water snakes. Our lakes here in Tennessee, if you knew how many snakes there were in the water, you'd never go swimming in the lake here. Snakes you got to watch out for here really is bad news in Tennessee is copperheads and timber rattlers. Those are the only two I really worried about. I used to have two dogs. They were part Samoy, and something else. I can't even think of the breed. They were mixed. Beautiful dogs. One, I got both of them, or both females, and I named them Shaka and Kita, and they run as a pack on my farm, and they had noses like nobody's business. They'd find turtles, they'd find snakes out in the field, and they wouldn't leave it alone until I come and killed it. They were the best snake dogs I ever had. You ever been in see ticks before? If you ever been to Tennessee, you'll get sea ticks early fall when it becomes bow season. You get out in the woods and you roll down your socks from walking in the woods all day, and you'll find you're loaded with sea ticks. I've had to strip off naked and take a pocket knife and scrape them off, and you can't get them all off. You have to take a bath, spray yourself. If you're getting sea ticks, you're in bad trouble. They'll put you in the hospital. You'll have a reaction to them. But if you spray yourself once you find them, get most of them to release, you'll be a whole lot better off. A friend of mine that I was out with that day, he had to go to the hospital. He had an allergic reaction to it. I don't know why my Nightbot ain't dropping my song link. I dropped it there. Songs for George Watts. Man in the box. That's who I am. I'm the man in the box. Potato bugs. We got these old green fat worms hangs out in the garden. They'll eat your plants, tomato plants. They'll get, I call them old tobacco worms, what I call them. Oh, cut grows what they are. And they'll cut flowers down. Whatever you got growing, I take 7 dust, sprinkle all my plants. I'm gonna try to feature at least one song every live show that I do. Ain't no telling what you liable to see here or hear. I just wish you two let me play some music. They're all buttholes. they want you to use their free non-copyrighted music really sucks. Ain't none of it I like. I found one guy that's music that I can use for free. And he records his own beats. And he's also a guitar player. And he'll mix a beat together and he'll play along with a guitar. He's really good. I use a lot of his music in my videos. Good night, Deuce. Thanks for dropping in, brother. Wild Bill, you headed out. Thanks for dropping in. We'll try to share a video I made this week with y'all. Yeah, I drink a lot of water. Okay, guys, this is my old Super Cub LP. I've been working on this for quite a while now. Put it for the first time yesterday. Noticed that the firewall was loosening a little bit, so I took it back down last night. We'll start up the front. Got a 10x5 ACP prop. What about it, Air Marshal? Got a Power 450 Sport. Got aluminum motor mount from Customs RC parts. And it's got the down and right angle in it. All this brown glue is factory glue, but all this glue up here in the top. Yeah, Brian, I'm on this white Facebook. Glue is what I put in, and I built up inside here. It's a mixture of white, clear Gorilla Glue and I use Elmer's white glue and mix it 50-50. And you can see what it looks like. What about it, Mr. Keith? It's hard as a rock. So I've got the firewall stiffened up. Go back here in the back here. Have a Sky Power 40 amp, 2 amp BEC in it. And we got
an orange RX R6
What about GV?
XL, and these have got the long antennas on it. I run them outside the wings. Have standard stock servos still in the plane, still using them. And go down here, I've added the Durabro 3-inch tires on it, wheels, and I've got eighth inch colics on it. So this is my hot rodded version of my Super Cub. Flew it yesterday for the very first time in 2 years. So I'm happy to fly this baby again.
Guys, that's my old Super Cub. I'm glad to get that back up in the air. It's going to be my Sunday cruising plane. I might have to mix me up some flaperons in it for a good stove takeoff. Never know about what I'm going to do with it. I first bought that plane. I bought it secondhanded from a guy in Columbia, Tennessee. I drove about 150 miles round trip to go down there. I bought 2 planes from him. I bought a Park Zone FW190. I bought the German plane from him. I bought that Super Cub from him. He throwed in a Spectrum DX5E radio, give me a bunch of batteries, give me everything I need to start flying with. And Super Cub was needing a lot of work, but I tried to fly it anyway. We flew it as a 3-channel then and made one good flight with it. And it really wasn't controllable real good. So the second flight with it, it nosedived in and had an E-Flight, an E-Flight 400 park size motor in it with a 4mm shaft. And it nosedived in, bent the shaft in that E-Flight motor. And I changed out the motor to a 5mm shaft, put aluminum shaft in it. He had a plywood with some screw standoffs with a plate, and behind the E-Flight motor, it was just junk. I had to get rid of all that crap. I've got it built up like I want it now. I've got to do some more trimming. Next flight, I'll take it up, but seemed to be okay. Flew it on a 3S 1300, but I'm going to fly it on 3S 2200s because the slot in there where the battery bay is in that Super Cub, it's cut, and the top of the battery box is open on one front side of it, and the batteries just slide all the way through. It sits right up under ESC in it, and it's right at the CG of the plane. So it's been almost a 48-inch wing. You can carry tons of weight in that plane. I probably flied on 4S with a 40 amp ESC in it, but it's got too much power now. I noticed the other day, so I've extended the ailerons on this plane. They were 9 by like 1.5 inches, and now they're 9 by 2.5. I've extended them out. So I noticed the other day I get more bank angles out of it now than ever before. But it's still in a test mode right now. I don't know if it'll ever do a full rolls or not. I know it's got the power to do it, but I don't know if the ailerons will ever do it. I thought about I plugged them in, the servos in 2 spots. I've done a differential ailerons programming in my radio, and just, I don't know, it just don't work for some reason or another. What's up, RC Explorers? First time here. Third or fourth time. I just made you a moderator. Dave's RC MiG-15 remade 8S. Wonder why he didn't go live Friday night. George, glad you dropped in, buddy. I'll see you next time. He's dealing with family stuff Friday night, Dave. That's cool. Family comes first. Anybody wants to hop on, send me a PM in Facebook. Mary Boozers, what's up? We give you a wrench, sir. Boozer. It's a pretty plane you did tonight. I bet it's going to fly good too, Wes. It should fly great. It being balsa. Boozer, we play music in my live chats. Last time I shared a drone, guy in the UK flying a drone to music. I got a copyright claim on it. YouTube don't like music. Wesley, I'm trying to go live around 8:30 after your show every Sunday night. If you want to drop in or come on the show, it don't matter. You can send me a PM, Facebook. We just hang out, shoot the bull. I know a lot of people has to work on Monday mornings. I'm retired. But I ain't gonna be no Kenny. Die hard Hangar 51. Ain't no way. No way. Lori subbed to my channel, Wesley. Long time ago. Yeah, there's 2 hours difference between us and the West Coast. Y'all almost Canada people. Canadians, I should say. Bigger planes fly better. How big a scale you're talking about, RC Explorer? What size wings it got? Bigger the plane, better they fly. But the more they cost, and if you wreck them, 800 millimeter, that's a small plane. I got a little P-51 I got a couple weeks ago. This 750 millimeter. It's like a 30-inch wing. It flies good to be a 30-inch P-51 Mustang. I like flying 1100s, 1200s, up to 1500 millimeter scale on several of those size planes. From 43 inch to 47 inch to 59 inch. those fly a whole lot better. Once you get them up, the wings carry so much air that they just fly better. I've got a E-Flight 300 extra. It flies. It's got like 51.5 inch wings on it, and the length of the plane is like almost 50 inches long. It just flies on rails. It's an aerobatic 3D plane. I don't fly it much 3D. I do rolls and loops, Cuban 8s with it, but most of the time I'm sport flying it. And when you come down for a landing, it just floats so easy and gentle down. There's not much to it. It's my near thumbs off the stick. It just floats in. This is what I call scale. This is a 300 extra. It's got a 13x6 wooden prop on it. I take off in the road and go vertical, straight up. This is on a 4S 3300 milliamp battery. You fly this plane like you stole it. It's inverted right there. That's the kind of scale planes that I like to fly is 20, 50, 60 inch. Super Cub I just flown, was it Friday? It's got 47.7-inch wings on it. And Super Cub link's right there in chat. RC-Explorer, what size planes are you used to flying? Around the 800mm size, all of them? Have you flown anything bigger than that? How long you been flying? Okay, so you're new to the hobby, a few months. Well, that'd be a good size to start with. But I'm gonna tell you from experience, gyros are good, helpful when you're a young pilot, and they'll help keep the plane stable for you. I'm not one of those guys that says no gyros, bull crap. I use safe sometimes. All my planes don't have gyros in them, but the bigger wing size planes you have, the better they will fly for you. Yeah, I seen the V900 with the wheels. I want to see it fly with those wheels. Yeah, go to a 1 meter. I've got a Park Zone F4F Wildcat. It's a 1 meter, and it flies super great. Anything that's 1,000mm up, I say go for. Once you get used to those 800s, and trust me, bigger does fly better. I agree with you 100%, William. Bigger planes catch more wind and they fly more stable. I got a hold of that 30-inch P-51 about a week ago. I said, wow, flies just like a 30-inch P-51 too, which I'm not used to. I fly a whole lot bigger planes than that. But I bought it out of GB Linden's link from Hobby King, and it's a great little plane, beautiful little plane. It's called the Moonbeam. I can probably show you a picture of it. I can find it. It's a little Hobby King P-51 Mustang Moonbeam McWine. The V2 version, 750 millimeter plug and play. Great little bird for the money. Night EQ. Okay, RC Explorer, drop in anytime. I'll be wrapping this up pretty soon, guys. When you think you're going to fly that V900, Mike, you're going to get it out pretty soon? Tennessee pilot. The only person I know that flies the air tractor is Jeff from Lower Alabama. He flies it, the air tractor. I don't have one. They say it flies pretty good on 4S, pretty fast. I'm still trying to get kinks out of the old Hobby Cub, Super Cub Hobby Zone. My old 11-year-old plane. He's the only one I know that's got that air tractor. That's the link to my hopped up Super Cub. Pilot Ryan's doing a premiere. Cool, Mike. I want to see that thing. Ripping. How you doing, Mr. Pilot Ryan? How are you? I'm about to shut this down, Ryan. So I'll head over to see Pilot Ryan's premiere. We'll shut this puppy down. Good night, everyone. Thanks for dropping in. That's okay, Ryan. I try to go live on Sunday night around 8:30 Central Time. But I was about ready to close it down. We'll head over there and watch you. Good night, everybody. Thanks for dropping in.